your pride and save your life. It's a go down here for you. It's a go down here for you.
Greetings. This is Dr. Bubudza, your herbalist from the Go Down Herb Pty Ltd. Yes, today we are back and we would like to welcome you into another our YouTube channel, Episode006. We are back today to continue talking more about our product benefits. Today we are going to talk about one of the benefits that is very interesting and is trending around the world. The sickness, believe you me, some people are suffering from it without even knowing it's happening. Today I will be talking to you about high blood pressure. High blood pressure. Some of you may know it by hypertension. So the question of the day is that, what is a high blood pressure? Because we want to know. People are sick. People are going to work. Some of them are being tested. They're sent back home because their high blood pressure, their blood pressure is high. Then they call it high blood pressure. So high blood pressure, it's a pressure that happens when your blood is pushing through your blood or your blood walls. It's pushing against your blood walls, where you know that the blood of the human is coming from the heart to the other organs of the body. Imagine it's pushing, is the pressure of the blood pushing through your wall of your arteries from the heart to the other organs of the body, including feet. But hold on there. When I say feet, hold it there, because I'm going to tell you some of the things as I'm presenting this high blood pressure today. So what is the normal high pressure in the human body? Anything less than 120 over 80, it's a good blood pressure. But anything above 130 over 80, it's called high blood pressure. And this is the matter where you must know. High blood pressure on the human body is always changing throughout a day based on the human activity. That simple tells you that you can wake up with a very proper blood pressure, but around 12, after 2, and after lunch, sometimes after tea, it can change. And you end your day with a high blood pressure. So it changes and depending on the activities of the day on an individual. So the high blood pressure, sometimes it gets to be seen or it gets to show its effect when it has created other health problems. What do I mean by health problems? When the high blood goes up, it distracts the human body, let me say human system, and now it started to allow the human body to create or to occur other problems health-wise. And these things happens without showing any symptoms or strong signs. High blood, when it's with you, it doesn't really shows aggressively or easily shows in the early stages. And these things, they happen to many people. That is why many people suffer from high blood without knowing. So I would like us to talk about these problems. What can be the problems that the high blood can cause in the human body? First thing first, because the blood is being pumped from the heart, you are going to experience a heart problem. At some point you develop two chest pains. Now you will see your blood, it will start not to pump nicely, and then your heart veins will have to be swollen, and then it will cause pain in your chest. That can be caused because of high blood pressure. And another thing is the kidney problem. At some stage, as the high blood is taking over your body, or as the high blood is going up, it will cause you to have a kidney problem, which at some point, in many people, especially male people, it will result to low sex drive. Now, let me elaborate more on that, because that is a very interesting factor. And what makes me do this episode today is because I have watched some people coming back to my Facebook page writing things that are not even well to read about the head and me. So when a man suffers from high blood pressure, he is going to suffer from low sex drive because his organ penis is not going to get the proper flow. Now it's going to start affecting that male person low sex drive. So this is simple say that if you come to me and say I have early ejaculation or low sex drive, whereas you have got high blood, nothing will happen to that organ or nothing will happen for you sexually if ever we have not controlled the high blood pressure. To come back to the number that we say, it must be at least less than 120/80. Now, if the high blood is still going up, it will affect you sexually a lot. Now, some of the signs that you see your body showing you, it's brain problem. That will lead you to always have a headache. And that will also lead the brain to also sometimes break down, and which they will call it a stroke. Once you have a stroke, one side of your body, high blood pressure, it's a major cause of many strokes, especially for elderly people. When they start worrying, they become very weak and high blood goes up, and then they one of the side of the brain will block and dissolve and stop functioning. Now that person will suffer stroke, which will affect their speech, the voice speech, which will affect the issue of their functionings. You end up being disabled. One side will stop functioning, your hand will not be functioning properly. That can be caused by high blood pressure. If we do not control the high blood pressure, we must control the high blood pressure at all means so that we cannot suffer from this. I touched the issue of feet in the beginning. High blood pressure, it will show you signs of your swollen feet. In the morning, this one mostly it affects women. In the morning, also male, don't get me wrong, also male people are suffering from this one. You will wake up and find your feet swollen. Sometimes they will be very painful, like you have stepped into needles or some razor that are cutting under your knee. It's high blood pressure. How? Because when everyone's body, when they go to rest at night, when we sleep, our body will go on its own to test our blood pressure, because the blood flow, that's when it finds time to flow into our body. And because the feet is the last part of the body, when the blood is being pumped from your heart, it takes time to go to your feet. If not enough blood going to your feet, then it will create a problem where your feet will start swelling and it will start burning, and then you will see that this high blood pressure now is being out of control. Now, high blood pressure, it also can cause miscarriage for women who are pregnant. Sometimes pregnancy, it also causes high blood pressure a lot, but we'll touch that when we coming to the cause of it. Now, I want you guys to understand that this thing will cause you to have a non-stop headache all the time, always feeling tired, and now you will feel sweating all the time. Even sometimes when you're sleeping, you will sweat a lot. Even sometimes when it's cold, you will just sweat a lot. That is the sign of high blood pressure. Now, we need to go and check what can be causing this high blood in our body. Now, the cause of the high blood pressure. High blood pressure develops over time. For more people, it's because of age. When people are growing up, the high blood pressure, it catches up. Now, this point of people growing up, it also goes with the issue of family history, where people are now getting this high blood from the bloodline. If my grandmother has a blood pressure problem, I can also suffer the same thing without me doing anything, because it's in the bloodline. So it's something that is genetical. You inherit that from your family history. Now, the issue of us not living a good lifestyle, unhealthy lifestyle, that will include the way people don't want to exercise. Now, that will also include the issue of the food. Another thing that is major, that can really trigger the high blood pressure to go up. When a person suffers from sugar diabetes, but let me not touch much on that, because there will be a time I come for sugar diabetes. Now, this sugar diabetes, if a person has sugar diabetes, it's easy for sugar diabetes to allow the high blood pressure to go up. Now, we need also to control the sugar diabetes at the same time, so that we can be able to control the high blood pressure. Now, you need to understand that one of the major things that people are failing to control. It's stress. Stress can be caused by many things. I'm telling you, being a parent is not easy. I'm telling you, nowadays being a youth is also not easy. So when people are stressed, it really triggers their pressure, their blood pressure to goes high, and it becomes high blood pressure. Work stress, relationship stress, money stress. Also, many people are encountering the high blood pressure after the family funerals. When you lose the one you love, when you start worrying and asking yourself questions that you can't find answers, it's gonna trigger high blood pressure. It goes up. Now, these things of stress, we really need to try our level best to ignore it, because it is triggering high blood pressure very easily. We have issues that environment. The environment, what do I mean by that? Like places that are always hot for people, or workplaces that are not freely breathing easily. Places where it's hot all the time, it can trigger high blood pressure. I mean, for example, Zimbabwe is very hot sometimes. Most people are triggering, their high blood is triggered by the sun, the heat of the sun. It makes you feeling always hot, and it makes you always feeling boiling, which results in something that we call boils. The boils is when your body is always feeling warm and hot, and now you start sweating all the time. Then it will trigger the high blood pressure. Now there are people that are getting high blood pressure due to gaining a lot of weight. Don't get me wrong, there are people that has weight that are very, very healthy. But when your body is starting to adjust or to adapt to gaining weight, and you are not taking, remember we talk about lifestyle, we are talking about physical activities. When you miss to exercise and your body is gaining a lot of weight, you are giving your body a chance to be attacked by the high blood pressure. Then how do we prevent high blood pressure from not happening to our bodies? How do we make sure that prevention is better than cure? How do we make sure that before it attacks the high blood, before it goes out of control, how do we as people control high blood? I know that we have a go-down herb. Yes, we do have go-down and underground herb. They will help us, but we can prevent these things from happening before we can even get to a point of drinking the herb. By what? Physical activities. At least a 30 minutes time on your day to exercise. Just exercise, making small exercise. We are not saying that everyone should just go to join the gym, but also gym is one of the most important thing to keep your body not to gain too much weight, to keep your body not to have unnecessary sweating. You must exercise at least 30 minutes a day, maybe 5 days a week. That can really help to control the high blood pressure. Now, some of the things is that people are smoking a lot. And the one thing I've noticed that people smoke a lot when they are stressed. Now, when you're stressed, imagine you're also smoking. It really triggers high blood pressure. People are drinking a lot when they are stressed. People are drinking a lot when they are having problems. So too much of alcohol in your body, it also trigger high blood pressure. Now that I'm telling you, it's affecting a lot of youth of my age these days. That is why you see someone with 34 years, already they've got a high blood pressure. Yes, the high blood was supposed to be there because it's within your family history. Remember we talk about family history. But now you gave it a platform to come early because you have been drinking a lot and your blood is filled with alcohol and acid where there's no more enough water in your body. You drink a lot and then it's gonna rise, and your high blood is start affecting young men. You see the young men cannot even have sex anymore because of high blood. And when they come here, they are expecting us to give something that will just trigger their sex life back. But you can't have that if the high blood pressure is not controlled. It needs to calm down. It needs to calm down. And the diet, don't just eat anything. It's very important for people to ignore things like salt, sodium. We really need to ignore acid in our body. It's gonna help. It will help to contain the high blood pressure. We really need to control our weight. Let's avoid eating a lot to gain weight. People need to enjoy jogging. I mean, it's just a jog. I know you don't need to just make it your addiction hobby, but just for a while, for once in a week, jog to maintain good weight so that we can avoid high blood pressure. I'm telling you, drinking a lot of water, it can really help. You need
to have enough water, because remember, water makes blood, and blood, it makes cells, which human immune cells lives in the blood. So we need water so that we can have more blood, so blood can create more cells, can be created in the body. So we really need to drink blood, and we really need to manage stress. Stress load is very important. Ignore work stress, because many people are now sick because of work stress. I know that work is very stressful environment area. Many people don't like their jobs. But now, if you don't control that stress from work, you carry it home, it will going to kill you one day with a sickness that many people now they're suffering from without not getting any help from. Because people are taking things, but their high blood is not controlled. You're still taking tablets every day, but it keeps going high. And that is why I, Dr. Bubudza, has introduced to you the natural herbs from the Go Down herb all the way from Venda to control your high blood. Not only just to control the high blood, but to give you a chance to have a good and better health living. Because we are the Go Down herb, and we supply people of all nations with the herb, because this is Go Down herb, the herb for the nation. Please follow us on our YouTube channel for more of these videos, because now next time I'm gonna be back talking more about another benefit from this product. This product, you can find it anywhere in our shops. You can call us in the number on the screen. You can go to our website, Go Down Herbs. You can go to our YouTube channel. As I'm talking to you now, please follow this and try to get yourself one of these. Go Down Herb for the people. Go Down Herb for the nation. Kill your pride and save your life, as we are verifying. Dawe.